So how did I know that AdviceOne was the correct fit for me and my wife and our family? I'd have to state that it started with conversations that I had with a number of my colleagues at the time, folks that have been clients of AdviceOne for numerous years, and gave very high recommendations in terms of the capabilities and the confidence that AdviceOne provided. They also highlighted the user friendliness of the entire process, and of course the significant knowledge of the time of the UTC network of benefits.
For me, working with AdviceOne has impacted me because it just freed up so much time in our life to do things that we enjoy. Spending time with our family and traveling, hiking, gardening, whatever we like to do. It just freed up a lot of Graham's time, already working hard, traveling a lot. So for me personally, all that time he got to spend with his kids and his family was invaluable, priceless.
Yeah, and I'll just say that, before we had our relationship with AdviceOne, I used to spend a lot of time on the weekends and on the evenings poring over various financial elements of our portfolio and looking at those as I'll call it an amateur investor. I was highly interested in it, but obviously was not my full-time profession. And so it did start to take time away from the things that we like to do as a family and together.
For me, the best part about working with AdviceOne is that I'm a very cautious person. I'm very, it's nice to have that, like I said, that confidence that people say, it's going great, you're doing well, they're doing the right things, because I get, I'm a little less of a risk taker, let's say, than some other people might be. So I like to know that things are safe and secure and in the right hands, and I feel that way.
What do we appreciate about the AdviceOne planning process?
Well, I mean, it's always personalized. We meet with them regularly. We go over our financial or personal statements regularly, as well as doing the state of the market addresses that you do to always keep us kind of up to date and feeling like we're not getting left behind, lost. And we always feel like it's always personalized service. We're always a part of it. And so for me, that's...
Well, I mean, I think if you think about the planning process, we started off with, thinking about our goals and aspirations collectively, yes, and involving the both of us in the process, because, of course, I have my own goals and aspirations. And
there were some things that we didn't even think about. That, I mean, you've always included things that are personal to me, like my weddings and graduate things that are going to affect me, as... a mom or whatever, but it's nice to have those included. And sometimes they're always picking up on things I didn't even think about that. So it's nice to know that always checking our...
So it's comprehensive. Mm-hmm. In that regard, it's comprehensive, and it takes into account our desires, our wishes, our goals as a family together. And it's also done in a way that I would say is... it's not overly complicated. It's pretty straightforward. I'd say logical. We're both engineers, so sure. in that end, we kind of appreciated that logical approach that has been developed here and implemented with AdviceOne in terms of how we do the planning. And of course, as Teresa stated, the periodic updates that we do on an annual basis as a minimum, keep us understanding: are we on track? Are we doing the right things? If we have new events like we bought a condo a few years ago, and having the ability to understand, how that's going to impact our plan. Can we afford it? And of course we could, but then how to adjust and modify our plan as we move on and life events occur. And
then we get older, and parents get older, kids get older, things change.
Kids get ready to get married.
Priorities change and perspective. So.
AdviceOne's expertise in all things, it was UTC when I started, because I've been a client for over 10 plus years now. So we started at UTC, and then of course it evolved to RTX in 2020. And, that was for me the primary selling point. There are a number of potential financial planners that we can do business with throughout, the area. And I know numerous people who do work with other folks, friends, family, and others. But, having that depth of understanding and the experience of working within the system was extremely invaluable to me to maximize the opportunities that I had as a result of being an employee of UTC and RTX. And of course, now as we, continue to work in that process, and we're getting close to the end game here where, we'll be transitioning away from being an active RTX employee to being a full-time retiree, and then seeing how we're going to transition all of our current investments that are held within RTX over into, I will call it, more of our personal accounts that would be held in in say IRAs and various constructs, and then how we're going to manage cash management, as well as continued growth in monitoring of our investment portfolio is another phase of our relationship that we're going to be looking forward to in the future. Well, the knowledge of RTX, the knowledge of UTC,
which is not something everybody has,
which is unique or is something that is a specialty of this firm, has been, of course, one of the reasons why we're here. But on top of that, it's a lot of the personal aspects that we receive, the calls on our birthdays, the recognition of some of the special events in our life, the relationships we developed with the advisors over the years, and the trust that we've developed as a result.
Right. Reciprocal trust and loyalty, and
of course,
I love that.
The videos, the state of the market videos, and the other things that we get to see and listen to, and of course, the questions that come from the various other clients are out there are always highly enjoyable to us. So we enjoy those times as well. But I have to say that we've been highly pleased with our relationship with AdviceOne over the years, and we're going to continue to be clients for the foreseeable future.